We're going to speed most of the video up just so you can see it. It took me about 2 hours to do both locations, and it worked out well. I can honestly say this tractor has been a very good machine, and I'm glad I purchased that. Tell me what you think of using the box grader to pull the snow. I think it works pretty well, though I can't lift it quite as high as what I'd prefer because that thing will fill up like crazy. But it seems to do pretty well for that. The winter storm started yesterday morning at probably 5 a.m. Started with lots of rain. It just kept raining and raining. Initially we thought it was going to be snowing right away, but it didn't. And we had a lot of water sitting on top of the ground because the surface of the ground had just melted on Tuesday. We hit over 50 degrees, which was the first day that we had in about 3 weeks that was above freezing. So we had water sitting on top of the ground because the ground itself was still froze. Then the snow started. And this is what you're seeing now is our second scraping of the snow. Earlier when we did it, it was actually really muddy underneath, and it's been interesting. You're going to notice here that I also took off the Piranha bar. I know it would probably work just fine, but I think it works just fine without it too for snow. However, it might hold a lot more snow leaving the Piranha bar on, so maybe I should actually put it on. Back dragging might be a little bit of an issue if I'm trying to keep it clean, and that's really why I took it off. The flat edge Piranha bar might be the solution for this, and maybe I will get one of those, because if you can hold that much more snow, you would save quite a bit of time. Yes, my fingers are froze. I put in the hot packs and it helped a lot, but after a little while they kind of wore off, not to mention I lost one of them. As you can see here, the tractor is really good at making mountains of snow or dirt or anything else. It does a really good job. And this stuff is not light, it's really heavy, and the tractor handles it with no problem. Some of the time I was even operating in just two-wheel drive, but for the most part I think I left it in four-wheel drive on low, and there was nothing that couldn't stop it. Do I wish I had a cab? Absolutely. This would be a great time to add a cab on, have some heat, and endure this a little bit more. But I was dressed plenty warm. It was just mainly my fingers. I need to figure out how to keep my hands warmer. Here I'm plowing out the for the mail person, so we can get our mail tomorrow and make it easier on them. One thing that you're going to notice while doing this is I don't want to push snow up to the old building right here. And the reason is because there's a basement under there. And what happens when the snow melts? Well, it goes straight down into the basement. If you notice, and you didn't really see this at my house, but we did the same thing. That's why we put the big hill of snow, the mountain of snow, towards the end of the drive, so it runs down towards the road. I definitely do not need that snow melting into my basement. One year we piled it up against the house because we thought that would make great insulation. Big mistake. Don't pile the snow up against your house if you have a basement. You see, a lot of what I'm doing here is actually cleaning up the road. The road crew really did not do that great of a job right here. And you can see they piled up the snow in front of the box that controls the street lights. And I've asked the town to not do that, but for some reason they just keep doing it. And it's not ever a good idea to pile snow in front of something that you may need to access. And we actually do need to access it quite often because the lights like to reset themselves. I'll be honest here, I am not a huge fan of this magnetic light. I thought it was going to be really good, and it just keeps wanting to fall off. I don't know if it's from the cold temperatures, or if it because it doesn't mate flatly against the steel metal. So I'm a little disappointed in it, and I'm going to have to figure out how to modify it. And we're all done now. We got all the snow cleared out of the parking lot, and it looks pretty good. Thanks for watching, and have a good day. God bless. Be sure to like and subscribe. Take care.